Have you ever walked out of your doctor's office feeling like your sleep concerns were brushed off? Maybe they said it's just part of aging or quickly handed you a prescription without really listening. And deep down you left thinking, is this it? Is this just how life feels now? You're not alone. Millions of older adults struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up still tired, even after 8 hours in bed. And while aging does bring changes to how we sleep, poor sleep is not a guarantee of growing older. The real issue, most people are never told what's actually driving their sleep issues. Even more frustrating, many doctors aren't trained to talk about it in a way that helps. The truth is, sleep after 55 isn't about finding a magic supplement or the perfect mattress. It's about understanding your body in a new way, one that most medical appointments don't have the time or the tools to offer. But once you understand what's really behind your restless nights, you can start making quiet, lasting changes that restore your sleep from the inside out. In this video, I'll share 5 key steps that can help you sleep better without pills, pressure, or complicated routines. Just clarity, calm, and a new way forward. Let's begin. Why doctors often get sleep in older adults wrong. If you've ever brought up your sleep problems at a doctor's appointment and left feeling dismissed, you're not imagining it. The frustration is real, and sadly, it's far more common than it should be. Maybe the doctor barely looked up from the chart. Maybe they told you it's normal at your age, or worse, they just reached for the prescription pad. And somewhere inside, you were left wondering, why does no one take this seriously? Here's the honest answer: most doctors aren't trained to. In fact, the average physician receives less than 3 hours of sleep education during 4 years of medical school. That's barely enough time to scratch the surface, let alone understand the complex relationship between aging, hormones, stress, and sleep. Unless your doctor specializes in sleep medicine, there's a good chance they are relying on outdated assumptions, like the myth that sleep just naturally gets worse as we get older. And that's not only misleading, it's harmful. Yes, sleep changes with age, but change is not the same thing as decline. What actually happens is that our sleep becomes more sensitive, more easily disrupted by noise, light, temperature, pain, medication, even loneliness. But when doctors don't have the time or training to look deeper, the default response becomes one of 2 things. It's your age, or here's a pill. Neither of those gets to the root of the issue, neither helps you feel heard or empowered. And there's another layer to this. Whether we say it aloud or not, our healthcare system often carries a quiet bias against aging. Doctors are under pressure to move fast, see more patients, fix the urgent problems. So when someone over 60 walks in and says, "I can't sleep," it's often viewed as a lower priority, just another sign of getting older. But let's be clear, fatigue, brain fog, and restless nights aren't just side effects of aging. They are signals. Your body is trying to tell you something. What's even more discouraging is how this bias seeps into the patient's mind too. After hearing "this is normal" so many times, many people stop looking for answers. They stop believing that deep, restorative sleep is still possible. But it is. The truth is, your body still remembers how to sleep. It just needs the right conditions, the right support, and a little less noise from all the wrong messages you've been given. So no, the problem isn't your age. And no, you're not asking for too much. The real problem is that our current medical system simply wasn't designed to support sleep health in a personal, compassionate way, especially not for older adults. But you don't have to stay stuck in that system. There's a better path forward, and it starts by understanding your sleep in a way that most doctors never will. That's what we'll begin uncovering today. Step 1. Shift your sleep mindset. Let's begin with something most people overlook completely: your relationship with sleep. Not your habits, not your bedtime routine, but the quiet thoughts you carry into bed each night. Because if you've been struggling to sleep for a while, chances are you're not just tired, you're frustrated, even fearful. You go to bed hoping you'll sleep, but bracing yourself for another long, restless night. This inner tension, this quiet pressure you put on yourself to get it right, can be one of the biggest barriers to sleep, and it doesn't come from nowhere. You've been told to try harder, sleep longer, fix it faster, but sleep doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to safety, rhythm, trust. That's why the very first step is learning to change how you think about sleep. Because when your mind stays in problem-solving mode, your body stays alert. And no amount of lavender spray or blackout curtains will fix that. So what does it look like to shift your mindset? It starts with gently letting go of 3 common beliefs. The first is, if I don't get 8 hours, tomorrow is ruined. This thought creates panic, and panic doesn't invite rest. A better truth is, even short rest can help. I've made it through tired days before and I'll be okay again. The second is, I have to try harder to fall asleep. But sleep is not an effort. It's a natural process that returns when we stop chasing it. Reframe this as, I don't need to force this. I'm safe, I'm winding down, and rest will come. And finally, the third belief, this is just how it is now, I'm old. That thought steals your hope before anything has a chance to work. A kinder perspective is, my sleep has changed, but that doesn't mean it's gone. My body still knows how to rest, it just needs new support. This isn't positive thinking. It's retraining your mind to stop fighting itself. Because every night you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, convinced that something's wrong with you, your body gets that message. And it responds by staying in defense mode, more alert, more restless, more stuck. Changing your mindset doesn't happen in a day, but the shift begins the moment you stop blaming yourself or your age. Sleep isn't something you earn, it's something you return to, gently, steadily, and with less pressure and more permission. So tonight, when you get into bed, don't ask, will I sleep? Ask instead, can I just rest? That one shift might be enough to start changing everything. Step 2, track your sleep like a friend, not a critic. Most people only think about their sleep when it's going badly, and when that happens, the mind does what it always does, it starts judging, questioning, overanalyzing. Why am I still awake? What did I do wrong today? Is something wrong with me? But what if you stopped looking at sleep like a problem to solve and started observing it like a friend you're getting to know? That's what tracking your sleep is really about. Not with fancy gadgets or apps, not with charts and data you can't understand. Just a pen, a notebook, and a few honest minutes in the morning. This isn't about grading yourself, it's about getting curious, not critical. And when you do it consistently, even for just 2 weeks, you begin to see patterns you would have never noticed in the fog of fatigue. Here's how it works. Each morning, jot down a few simple things. What time did you go to bed? Roughly when did you fall asleep? How many times did you wake up? What time did you wake up and get out of bed? How rested did you feel? Did you nap? Did you have caffeine, alcohol, a heavy meal late in the day? Did anything emotional or stressful happen? Just these quiet notes, not to judge but to understand. Over time, you'll start to see connections. Maybe your best nights come after a slow evening walk. Maybe restless nights follow phone calls that leave you drained. Maybe one extra glass of wine pushes your bedtime later than you thought. And here's the truth. Awareness is power, not control, not perfection, just awareness. When you track your sleep like a friend, you begin to show up for yourself in a deeper way. You stop guessing, you stop blaming, and most importantly, you stop thinking you're broken. Because often, the problem isn't sleep itself, it's how we've been ignoring its signals. Your body speaks in patterns, not paragraphs. A sleep diary helps you start listening. There's something else this simple ritual does. It slows you down. It gives you a few still moments to connect not just to your sleep, but to your life. You're not just writing numbers, you're noticing yourself. And for many people, that's the beginning of healing. Because sleep, at its core, is about safety. And what's safer than being seen? So tonight, don't worry about fixing anything. And tomorrow morning, don't ask yourself, did I sleep well enough? Ask, what did my night teach me? Because the more gently you listen, the more your body will begin to trust that it's okay to rest again. Step 3, rebuild your sleep environment like a sanctuary. Sometimes it's not your mind that's keeping you awake. It's your room, the temperature, the light, the background noise you've grown used to. We don't always notice it, but our environment speaks directly to our nervous system. And when that environment feels harsh, inconsistent, or just a little off, the body stays on guard. That's why the third step in rebuilding your sleep isn't mental, it's physical. It's about reshaping your space to tell your brain, you're safe here, you can let go. Think of your bedroom not as a place to crash, but as a sanctuary, a space that gently invites your body to slow down. For that to happen, 3 core elements matter more than any gadget or supplement: temperature, light, and sound. Your room should feel cool, not cold, not stuffy, just crisp enough to signal nighttime. Most people sleep best between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If your room runs warm, a quiet fan or lighter bedding can make a surprising difference. Next, light. Even a small glow from a nightlight or alarm clock can disrupt melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall and stay asleep. Try blackout curtains or a soft sleep mask if that feels more manageable. If you get up during the night to use the bathroom, use a warm, dim nightlight instead of harsh overhead lights. Let your room get dark and stay dark. Then there's sound. Some people need silence. Others sleep better with gentle background noise. The key is consistency. A sudden creak or truck passing by at 3 a.m. is enough to pull you from deep sleep. A white noise machine, fan, or even soft ocean sounds can create a stable sound environment that masks those disruptions. Think of it like a soft blanket for your ears. But sleep hygiene isn't just about the room, it's also about your rhythm. The habits that laid into your night matter deeply. Try this: set a wind-down alarm 1 hour before bed. When it goes off, you put away bright screens, lower the lights, maybe stretch, journal, or sip something calming. Keep your bedtime and wake time consistent, even on weekends. Limit caffeine after 2 p.m. and avoid alcohol late at night. No matter how harmless that glass of wine seems, these signals tell your body, we're landing soon, you can start to release. And here's what's quietly powerful about this whole step. It's not just about making your space look better, it's about how it makes you feel. You are telling your nervous system every single night that rest is allowed, that you're not bracing for anything, that sleep isn't a battle, it's a return to stillness. So take a look at your room tonight, not with criticism, but with care. Ask yourself, does this space help me feel safe, calm, and ready to let go? Because when your environment speaks peace, your body listens, and sleep follows. Step 4. Partner with your doctor. At some point you've probably been told, talk to your doctor about it. And maybe you did, but instead of support you walked away with another prescription, a vague suggestion, or worse, a shrug. And quietly a thought started growing in the back of your mind. Maybe this is just something I have to live with. But here's what most people don't realize. Your doctor can be a powerful ally in restoring your sleep. The key is learning how to partner with them, not passively report to them. Because the truth is, most doctors don't have the time to ask all the right questions. But you can walk in prepared with the data, the clarity, and the confidence to guide the conversation in a more meaningful direction. That starts with the sleep diary you've been keeping. Bring it in, show them when your sleep is worst. Point to the patterns you've noticed. This transforms your appointment from vague guessing to collaborative problem solving. And then ask 3 essential questions, direct but respectful. First, could any of my current medications be interfering with my sleep? You'd be surprised how many common prescriptions, blood pressure meds, antidepressants, corticosteroids, even some allergy drugs, can cause insomnia or restless nights. Sometimes the fix is as simple as switching to a morning dose or trying an alternative with fewer side effects. Second, can we check my vitamin and mineral levels? As we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients the way they used to. Deficiencies in magnesium, vitamin D, iron, or zinc can quietly disrupt your sleep, but these are fixable with simple, affordable supplements once you identify the gaps. And third, are there any underlying health issues or sleep disorders I should be screened for? Conditions like sleep apnea, acid reflux, an enlarged prostate, or even chronic pain can wake you up repeatedly through the night. These are medical issues with real treatment options, but they're often missed unless you bring them up. Here's the deeper truth. Your doctor might be knowledgeable, but they don't live in your body. You do. That makes you the expert on how you feel and the most important voice in the room. When you come in informed, calm, and clear, you change the tone of the visit. It's no longer, what's wrong with me? It becomes, here's what I've noticed, can we figure this out together? And that shift matters, because it reminds you that you're not powerless in this process. You're not just waiting for someone to save your sleep, you're actively building a team to help you reclaim it. So before your next appointment, take a breath, review your notes, and remember, good medicine isn't just about answers, it's about asking the right questions with honesty, strength, and care. Step 5. Calm the mind and the body will follow. You've done everything right. You've cut the caffeine, dimmed the lights, cooled the room. And yet you still find yourself lying awake, eyes closed, mind racing, thoughts loop, worries sharpen. The body may be still, but the mind won't let go. This is the part of sleep we rarely talk about, the part that has nothing to do with routines and everything to do with how safe your inner world feels. Because the truth is, you can't rest if your mind is bracing for something. And most people don't realize this. Sleep isn't just physical, it's deeply mental and emotional. When you've struggled with sleep for months or even years, it leaves a mark. You begin to expect the worst. You lie down already dreading the night, and your nervous system picks up on that tension. It stays alert, guarded, ready for disappointment. So the final step in this journey is not another behavior. It's a new kind of quiet, one that begins in your thoughts. Start by noticing the scripts that run through your mind at night. Thoughts like, if I don't fall asleep now, tomorrow's ruined. Or there must be something wrong with me. Or even, I'll never sleep normally again. These thoughts sound harmless, but they keep your brain in survival mode, and survival mode doesn't sleep. The solution isn't to silence them, but to soften them, to replace them with gentler, truer words. Instead of, I have to fall asleep now, try, it's okay to rest even if I'm awake. Instead of, something's wrong with me, say, my body's trying to protect me and it just needs support. Over time, this shift in inner dialogue creates real changes in how your nervous system responds at night. This approach is at the heart of something called cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI. It's not about digging into trauma or reliving old memories. It's about giving your mind a calmer script to follow. And the best part, you don't need a therapist to start. You can begin tonight with one small practice. When your head hits the pillow, breathe slowly and gently say to yourself, nothing to fix right now, I am allowed to rest. Repeat that until your body hears it, not just your mind. You can also write before bed, not to unload every worry, but to gently empty the noise. A short note that says, today was a lot, but I made it through. Or a list of 3 things you're grateful for. This tells your brain, I'm safe, you can stand down. Because that's really what insomnia often is, a brain that doesn't feel safe enough to let go. But with the right words, the right tone, and the right rhythm, you can teach it that the danger has passed, that you're not fighting sleep anymore. You're inviting it back, not through force, through softness, through trust. And when the mind lets go, the body always follows. If you've made it this far, I want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for listening, for staying open, and for believing, at least a little, that change is still possible. What we've explored together isn't a quick fix. It's not a miracle cure. It's something more honest, more human. We looked at why the system often gets it wrong, not because doctors don't care, but because the conversation around sleep has been too shallow for too long. We shifted the lens inward to your mindset, because how you speak to yourself at night matters more than most people realize. We began tracking, not to judge, but to listen. We rebuilt your bedroom into something that feels like an invitation, not a battleground. We reimagined your doctor as a partner, not just a prescription. And we came back to the quietest space of all your mind and asked gently, can we stop fighting? Because sleep isn't something we force. It's something we return to once we feel safe enough to stop trying so hard. You are not broken. You are not too late. Your body has not forgotten how to rest. It's just been protecting you in the only way it knows how. So tonight, instead of chasing sleep, maybe just sit beside it. Welcome it back like an old friend. No pressure, no shame, just permission. Permission to rest, to soften, to heal. Wherever you are in your journey. I hope this video offered you not just answers, but comfort. And if it did, I hope you'll carry that comfort into your night and into your next morning. Until then, thank you for being here. And from my heart to yours, sleep well. You deserve it.